You know, I've been pondering the situation going on with the management and the workforce here at TriMet, and for the life of me, I can't understand why an agency that talks about having 70% service cuts in 14 years from today would be hiring like there's no tomorrow. And they're on this hiring binge that's unbelievable. This hiring promotion binge that's unbelievable. At the same time, they're going to the legislature and saying, we're broke, and telling the public they're going to cut 70% of the routes. They're hiring like madmen. Now, no rational business operates in that fashion, right? No rational business is having financial problems with uncertain resolution, but still hiring at the same time. Of course, we're talking about government here, which operates on different principles than an actual business that actually has to look at its expense sheets. Businesses don't have a bonding ability. In other words, businesses don't have unlimited debt that they can tap into whenever they feel like it, and never have to worry about paying it back because the public pays it back. It's not real debt. So I've been thinking about that. Now, how does that make any sense at all? And then I looked at some of the figures supplied by John Charles to the Budget Committee at the state, where he shows how the union retirements are 0% funded, but the management retirements are 67% funded. And you get the understanding at that point that there's something rotten in Denmark here. Or in this case, there's something rotten in Portland. Obviously, they knew what they were doing when they didn't fund the union pensions and they funded their own, because you see they adopted two separate philosophies about pension funding, one for management and then one for union people. So that's obviously intentional. That's not a mistake that they did that. So we understand that that's an intentional thing. So now, why would they keep hiring though? And then it occurred to me why they are doing that, because every union person they hire supposedly is $100,000 a year. We don't know if it's true or not, but this is what they claim. And the more union people they hire, I mean, they're hiring executives too, but the executives, they get the big salaries and the benefits. The union people get the lower salaries, but they get the benefits. So for every 2 or 3 execs, they're probably hiring 20 or 30 union people. And I figured out finally why they might be doing that, because the more they add to the debt of the union members, the lower percentage of the total overall budget is shown to be from administrative salaries. You see what I'm getting at? Because their argument has always been that we can steal as much money as we want because we're only so much percentage of the operation. And that's basically true. I mean, he can hand out $1 million of raises and say, oh, it's not even 1% of the operation. See, this is the logic that they're using. They can steal as much as they want and say it doesn't even add up to 1 percentage point. So the more they expand the union ranks, the lower their proportional percentage of costs are. And they always use that as their out. See, we don't really cost that much to the operation. All of our huge salaries and bonuses and retirement is only 10% of the operation. So we need to cut the 90% because ours is only 10%. You see how that logic works? So the faster they grow the union ranks, the farther that number gets from the overall cost to keep the managers, and focuses the attention on the union people as being the problem. It's intentional. It's absolutely intentional.